Thank you. How is everyone doing? Proud work, Donna. I made the mistake of asking that at a rather intimate open mic. This one person chimed in, it's good that you're asking. I have a roommate who's like pro-abortion but also pro-vaccine, and I'm just like, what happened to my body, my choice? Anyway, and I'm like, you could just say woo next time. That's an option. Cool, all right. It's very common that I have difficulty hearing myself over my numerous fans, but this isn't what I meant. This is being recorded for no reason at all. I won't hear any of it. And I don't understand, Brandon, where did he go? He's outside. He's like, if you want to lose weight, leave New Orleans. I'm like, no, if you want to lose weight, stay here where you never have access to air conditioning and you're constantly running. Running to something that's been stolen, running from something that could be stolen. I've lost 17 pounds since I've lived here. That is a true story. Great. I see all the bachelor party here. When did you propose? August. You know the best time to propose, right? I mean, a lot of very unoriginal men are going to propose to their very unoriginal women on Valentine's Day. You know, I get it, oh, February, nice. But the best time to propose is April 1st, you know? Just in case. You're like, of course I was kidding. I was tying my shoe. Of course it's too soon. I've only been supporting you for 2.5 fucking years. I was just joking. What's that bulge in my back? Nothing. My hopes and dreams. Anyway, do you want to see other people? That's good. And I'm sure you bought a very expensive ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun fact, for anybody who's thinking about proposing, here, my gift to you. About a month before you're thinking about proposing, when you're having one of your like Netflix and chills nights, like let's just cozy up and do something cheap. Watch the movie Blood Diamond. And then a month later, when you give her a cubic zirconia, she's like, you are so cultured and so hyper-aware of what's going on. I love that about you. You're cheap, but I really appreciate how woke you are. That's good. I have to like this, otherwise I'm racist. Okay, that's good. I don't know if you know this, but when I see a woman walking around with an engagement ring, to me, all it says is, someone put a deposit down on this property, but we're still showing it to prospective buyers. No. A bid has been placed in, but it's an escrow for like 7 months. So, I mean, maybe there's a ring, maybe there's nothing. I know there's actually 3 rings. In every relationship, there are 3 rings. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, the suffering. Suffering is the most expensive. Sometimes lasts longer than when you pay for the other 2. It's good. It's good. I wrote notes just in case I blacked out real quick because of the heat. It's anyway, I'm growing out a beard. I'm growing out this beard, even though I don't even like beards. I don't like subscribe to the beard culture. I've allowed something to grow from my body for 2 months that I have no intention of keeping. Just so I can tell one abortion joke. And that was it.
Yes.
If I offended anyone, I could shave this really quickly. As a matter of fact, a lot of guys grow beards to look older. I'm growing out this beard because I want to look dramatically younger the day after I shave it.
No.
It's incredible, seriously. A big razor, 10 minutes, and I can go down a decade. Women, not so much. But I'll tell you what, look, I'm giving tons of valid advice. Ladies, especially those in a relationship, stop shaving everything, okay? Let hair go, let hair grow. And in 2 months, when he starts taking the last of his belongings and sneaking out while you're in the shower, shave everything and be like, this majestic beauty standing in front of me. Of course I wasn't leaving. Do you want to marry me? So gorgeous. All right. But a lot of women in New Orleans love beards, which is probably why so many of them have one. Okay. I don't want to identify the gender of your facial hair. Who am I to do that? With this beard and with this bun, I look like a genie that's just been freed out on vacation. I get it, thank you. Especially with this shirt, I know. Now, I was having one of what I thought would be a safe, sit at the house and watch a cute little movie. Disney, can't get any safer, right? And I'm like, Jasmine, obviously to me, one of the hottest Disney princesses. Because one, she's a princess from the get, bro. She doesn't have to kill her fucking stepmother to get it either. She's already dead. Two, she's obviously the one with the most revealing clothing. That's always great. But then the girl I'm watching this movie with, she's like, all these movies are going from animated to like live action. But before that happens, who do you think is the hottest Disney princess? And I made the mistake of answering honestly. And I said, actually, the human version of Ariel is the hottest. She's like, because of the red hair? I'm like, no, because she can't yell at me or argue. Fun fact, she loses the ability. Okay, we're good. So like, this guy's a misogynistic asshole, he better say something redeeming. Maybe, I don't know. I'm dating two different women. I'm dating two different women, and I'm not an asshole. I know I need to make a choice. I can't keep doing this. You guys help me out, all right? The first one, she's 24. She's 5'4", okay? Very fit, very beautiful. The second one, 26, a little bit older, 5'6", a little bit taller. She's missing half of the pinky from her left hand from a gang-related incident in junior high. And she's on house arrest currently, at least for the next 6 months. Now I know the first nominee is a clear winner, but the girl on house arrest lives 17 miles closer to me. Gas is expensive, guys, is what I'm saying. It's amazing how our decisions change. And she's on house arrest. So I'm saving money both ways. Okay, alright. You guys obviously hate people who don't have 10 appendages. That's very vigorous of you. I don't know. We're gonna go there. It's weird, like, trying to talk to people, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you're looking for, like, especially with technology the way that it is now. Like, there's this girl I've been, like, following, like, the food she eats and the clothes she wears and all that shit. And, like, I want to talk to her. I want to get the courage to, like, send her a message, you know? But she doesn't have any social media, so... All right. That's a misdirection joke. He's following her. Oh no, he's... Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you. I thought it'd be romantic. I was on a date and I carved our names in the tree. And I showed it to her and the girl was very speechless. I spelled her name correctly. Rebecca with 2 C's. Okay? And she just had one question. She was just like, why do you have a knife with you? That's fine. For, obviously, protecting her, you know? I'm all about, like, being a gentleman. So whenever I walk with a woman, I always walk facing traffic when we're walking on the sidewalk. Because if, God forbid, a vehicle veers off, like, she'll break my fall, you know what I mean? She's on the inside. It's bumper pool at that point. All right. Good one, thank you. I still feel like he's the misogynistic asshole at this point. Does he really? No, he loves women. They're good for content. I love everybody, especially if they pay. I was with a girl who accused me of gaslighting her, and I responded by telling her, that's not even a real term. Like, please stop making things up. These are ridiculous phrases. Police report, restraining order, come on. Those things don't exist. Do you want to marry me then? Alright, we're back on that. We're back on that. Ladies, fun fact, if you're interested in this, please don't ask me, what sign are you? What sign are you? A girl asked me that question, I responded, and then I watched her sit there, but then leave mentally and start thinking about every other fucking Gemini she ever dated in her entire life. She has her own conversation I'm not even invited into. Comes back to me. Transcends the plane, goes out to the fucking solar system, comes back to me, and she's like, I don't trust that month. I dated a Gemini, he kicked my dog and stole money from my purse. I'm like, I love dogs! And I probably have more money than you. Is that misogynistic? Alright. Also, fun fact, guys, listen, if you're going to ask for roadhead, don't make the mistake I did. Offer to drive. You know what I mean? I'm like, but this is way more exciting! We could both die, but hopefully all my children die in your mouth. That's an abortion joke. Let's do it! I don't want to give those up. Okay, we're having fun. Quick question. I had sex with a girl that was bipolar and bisexual. Does that count as a threesome? Halfway through, I felt like someone else showed up and finished. And for her too, you know? No, that's good. Need to make fun of mental health, but hers is fine. Also, ladies, like, be clear with your language. Don't assume that what you say is what we hear, right? Fair? Fair, okay? This girl accused me of smothering her, and I get it. Sometimes in relationships, you get a little bit too close for comfort, you find it a little bit hard to breathe, and I'm just like, it was such a small pillow. Like, come on. And if you're asthmatic, like, say that ahead of time, is what I'm saying. Another girl, she did this thing that women do, and I really hate this, okay? We're having sex, that happened, I promise. And she's like, deeper, deeper. And I'm like, it's a dick, not the Star Wars franchise. It's like, oh, you thought you saw all the dick? There's 3 more episodes. Usually I don't even give extra dick. I just make sure they're hungry enough, don't want to overfeed you. Anyway, I would never be having sex with a girl that'd be like, shallower, shallower. Come on, does it ever end? I want to hit a wall. I would never do that. And when you meet on Tinder, it doesn't get any more shallow. It's just like, just photos. Just, why are you trying to talk to me? We're here because of how we look. Okay, that's good. My ex drives for Uber, which is great. She loved taking strangers home, you know?
Oh no.
She gets paid for it now. And she loves Airbnb too. She's like, oh, is this where you're staying? The queen bed is so comfortable. Did you want to? Okay, that's good. Also, ladies, look, nobody wants like a vanilla sex situation. I get it. Try different flavors of ice cream, wash the sheets. Anyway, I'm laying in bed with my lady. She whispers to me. First of all, why are you whispering? Are we on camera? This isn't a library. Speak up. She whispers to me, I want you to make me feel violated. So I did what I thought any man would do in that situation. I tie her hands to the headboard. I tie her feet to the footboard. I put a gag in her mouth, and then I looked at her cell phone. She was all like, apparently, I felt successful. She was like, no, that's not what I wanted. Apparently, she was into some 50 Shades of Grey kind of shit. I thought 50 Shades of Grey was porn for the elderly. Because, you know, it makes sense because of the hair. Okay. I'm just going to be explaining the rest of my joke. No, Jennifer was talking about racial profiling. I'm a minority. I'm a Hispanic man, not from Honduras, would be racist. I'm a Hispanic man. But even, yeah, like, this whole thing with like racial profiling is wrong. Because not all minorities with expensive cars sell drugs. Some of us stole the car. Selling drugs is very complicated, and in this industry, very competitive. I don't have the advertising background, but while you're doing your Pilates thing, I'm taking your shoes and your car keys, bitch. Carry. Even as a minority, my buddy Dwayne over here used the N-word an awful lot. I cannot take such liberties. So even though I have a ton of black friends, I don't have the privilege of saying the N-word. And that's fine. Because honestly, there's a lot of things that my black friends can't say around me. Like croissant, trousers, I'm really excited about my 401k. You know what I mean? Like there's like entire phrases. It's okay, most of us in this room don't have a 401k. Settle down, people. I've gone to great lengths, especially in this society, to prove that I'm like not racist, I'm not transphobic. I have gone so far that I am currently dating a black trans man. And I got my friends together because I was very proud of our relationship. So I showed them photos of him and I together. And those bigots responded to all 5 photos I shared with them by saying, this is like a 25-year-old blonde white girl. And I'm like, but she identifies as a black man. You guys are rude. Thank you. I'm not politically correct. I just like to just be correct. You know? Like, I might not say what like people agree with, but you know, I have to be with me all the time. And I have to be with you guys 3 more minutes. That's good. That's good. That's about as long as most of my dates. That's right.
No.
And it's so weird because like people have touched upon this subject all throughout tonight. There's so little you can say without bothering somebody. Like it's gone so far, you can't even say mailman. You can't say, oh, that's the mailman. You have to say person. Kids love that joke. Some people go postal over it. Anyway, my friends were gonna have a gender reveal party, but they decided to wait until the kid turns 18. You know what I mean? Just in case. Your body, your choice. Let's figure it out. I'll still get the balloons. All right, we're good. Now, I'm all for gender-neutral bathrooms. Like, that's something I've always been a proponent of. I think all bathrooms should be gender-neutral bathrooms, so that straight couples can do what gay couples have been doing for years. Saving money on hotel. It's like, I was just thinking I wanted to go pee and then have sex with you, and now I realize that can all happen now. What? Great. Let's not use the family restroom, I don't want to jinx this. Okay. And I do identify as gender fluid, meaning I will use any bathroom accessible if I really have to pee. That's a bladder joke. I believe in the education system here. Thank you. And you know how like right now with the super woke culture, it's like the whole gender thing. Everybody's like, how do you know you're not a biologist? I can't say anything, I'm not a biologist. Whatever, so be it. But it's so challenging now. My friend, she has a little boy, he's 6. And the problem is like there's TVs everywhere, so you want to try and like keep your kids from like very mature news, very mature content. But she decided to be one of those moms that has that talk. She sits down with her son, 6 years old, goes through the whole thing about identification and all this. And she asks him, well, how do you identify? That becomes like a 10-minute conversation. And now she has to deal with the dilemma of finding a school that has bathrooms for dragons. I mean, he doesn't fly or breathe fire, but who am I to say he's not a dragon? I'm not a wizard! Who am I? It's easy. It's good. He also plays soccer. He's Hispanic. He thought it was required. Anyway. It's true. We get the draft. It's crazy. It happened. I got mailbox, first piece of mail ever. It's like, you should kick the ball. And also be part of a mariachi. I'm like, that's a different one. Anyway, he plays soccer. That is true. She wants to cheer him on. That is true. He is the best kid on his soccer team. That is also true. But she can't even support him when he's playing the game because she gets dirty looks from all the other parents. It's ridiculous. Every time she's like, let's go, Brandon, let's go. They're just like, I apologize if anyone here feels offended by me talking about balls so many times. Anyway, I found out I had resting bitch face. Did you guys know this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Round of applause from all the other people who look like they're always upset. Thank you. Resting bitch face there. I see it. It's good. A lot of people are like so bothered by it, but everybody I know that has what I call highly approachable face has like tons of drama in their life, because every fucking crazy person has gone to me like, don't you want to hear about my relationship troubles? And I'm just like, I know, but Anyway, I found out I had resting bitch face in a really weird way. Every time I stand by the entrance of a club or a bar, people show me their ID. I just look like I'm not there to have a good time, and that I'm not waiting for any friends. When the women did it, I thought they were just being forward, but then the men started doing it, and I was like, whoa, buddy, oh, because I don't even meet the height requirement. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I want to leave you guys with one more piece of advice. Quick little joke that I wrote for the people there who left because of fear of heart failure. You're only as old as you feel, which is why it is so important to moisturize. Thank you.